Welcome back to Exciting Europe.
Malpensa Airport is the largest of the 3 airports serving Milan. It is located 50 kilometers or 31 miles northwest of the city and has 2 terminals, an underground train station, luggage storage facilities, great connectivity with the city via buses and trains, and multiple accommodation options. In this video, we will cover all of these topics in order to make your arrival or departure from Malpensa Airport as smooth as possible.
Milan is expertly served by 3 main airports. The largest is Milan Malpensa, which is primarily dedicated to handling all international flights and serves as the main gateway to northern Italy. The second major airport is Bergamo, Orio al Serio, which is situated close to Bergamo and predominantly serves budget European flights. Finally, Linate is the smallest of the 3. It is directly served by Milan's metro system and mostly handles domestic and short-haul European flights, often making it the most convenient for quick city access. Before you finalize your journey, let's cover some very important things to know. There is a lot of talk and discussion about ETIAS and EES, the new entry-exit system, being implemented on all border crossings in the European Union. But there is no need to worry. At this stage, and until the end of 2026, travelers will only need to approach the designated kiosk at the airport and navigate through the on-screen instructions. Your picture and fingerprints will be taken electronically, and that's the entire procedure. No other actions are needed at this time. If your journey includes a stopover in Europe, for example, a flight from New York to Amsterdam with a final destination in Milan, you will pass immigration in your first entry point to the Schengen area, which in this case would be Amsterdam. Your essential biometric data, including fingerprints and passport picture, will be taken in Amsterdam. However, it is important to remember that you will collect your checked luggage and pass through customs in your final destination, Milan. Milan is in Italy, which is part of the European Union, and the official currency is the euro. While most establishments, ranging from small coffee shops to larger restaurants and convenience stores, readily accept credit and debit cards, including mobile payment options like Apple and Google Pay, some essential payments still require cash. For example, the city tax, which is approximately 5 to 6 euros per person per night, must typically be paid in cash directly to hotel staff upon check-in. Travelers should also be aware that hotels in Italy are required by law to copy your identification documents upon check-in. This is a standard and mandatory procedure across the country and is not considered a breach of your privacy. Furthermore, if you have booked accommodation that operates without a traditional reception desk, you will likely be asked in advance to take a picture of your passport and send it via WhatsApp, or fill out an online form to receive the necessary access codes for the building and apartment entrance doors. Regarding transportation within the city, Uber in Italy primarily operates with Uber Black, offering luxury car services and, consequently, higher fares. It is important to note that taking a traditional licensed taxi is often cheaper and more convenient than using the Uber service. Finally, travelers should not underestimate pickpockets in Milan. They are real, active, and operate in busy areas, so be careful and always keep a close eye on your personal belongings. Malpensa has 2 airport terminals, or buildings. Terminal 1 is the main and largest facility, offering multiple shopping and dining options, making it a great place to arrive and depart from Milan. They have an especially appealing food court located above the check-in area, which offers a great selection of food and drinks. The most convenient yet most expensive option is the taxi. Taxis are readily available outside the arrivals area, and the journey to the Milan city center takes approximately 50 minutes. A standard taxi ride from Malpensa to the city center operates on a fixed fare of 110 euros. Fixed fares are also available for other destinations. The fare to Fiera Milano is 92 euros. We compared prices and found that taxi and Uber have very similar fares to the city. However, Uber prices vary based on the time of day and driver availability, so consider having the fixed taxi fare in mind before ordering an Uber. For budget-conscious travelers, several bus shuttle services offer direct transfers to Milan Centrale Station. The buses are located next to Exit 4, which is essentially a proper bus terminal. All departures are clearly displayed on screen, and there is no need to buy a ticket online in advance, as the buses are very frequent, and tickets can be bought directly from the driver or at the station. The one-way adult fare is 10 euros, and the journey takes about 50 to 60 minutes depending on traffic conditions. Milan Centrale Station is the main railway station of Milan, served by all buses connecting the city's airports and offering connections to metro lines M2, green, and M3, yellow. We have a separate video on the Milano Centrale train station for a better understanding. The most popular option is the train, specifically the Malpensa Express. As you arrive, simply follow the signs for the train, and you will be directed to the underground train station. This is not a metro, but rather a dedicated station from where you can take direct trains to the city. All tickets are a consistent 15 euros, regardless of which station you choose as your final destination. Travel time to Milano Cadorna is 41 minutes, to Milano Porta Garibaldi is 45 minutes, and to Milano Centrale is 57 minutes. The trains run frequently, approximately every 10 to 30 minutes, ensuring quick travel. There are two most convenient ways to buy the tickets. The first is from the kiosks located above the station, and the second, and much more convenient way as we witnessed constant lines at the kiosks, is simply to tap your contactless credit or debit card on the validation machine before descending to the station platform. Before you descend to the platform, you will need to consult the departure screen. The first piece of information you will see is the time of departure. The second is the platform number, also known as BIN or binario. Next, the screen will display the final destination, followed by any intermediate stations, and finally, the type of train. You should not worry about the specific train type, but focus on your ticket, the departure time, the platform, and of course, your destination. The Malpensa Express trains are very comfortable. When traveling on this service, you are essentially considered first class, so you can sit anywhere in the train carriage. There are plentiful places for leaving your luggage, and restrooms are usually conveniently located, one at the beginning and one at the end of the train carriage. You will definitely enjoy train travel in Italy, and for this particular service you do not need a seat reservation. If you wish to leave your luggage at the airport left luggage service is located next to Exit 5 on the arrivals level. The service operates during standard hours, typically from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., and the pricing is fixed at 8 euros per bag per day for luggage up to 30 kilograms. For accommodation, the Sheraton Hotel is very conveniently located just above the train station. Simply follow the signs for the hotel. This is generally an expensive option, but if you seek a more budget-friendly stay, you might consider booking a hotel located near Terminal 2. Terminal 2 is the smaller facility at Malpensa and is used almost exclusively by the European low-cost carrier, EasyJet. If you are arriving at or departing from Terminal 2, be aware that this building is noticeably smaller and offers far fewer options for food, drinks, and shopping compared to Terminal 1. In terms of ground transport, you have access to the exact same transport options for the same price as from Terminal 1. The taxi stand is located just outside the arrival area. To highlight one more time, the taxi ride from Malpensa to the city center operates on a fixed fare of 110 euros. For the bus shuttle services, simply follow the signs. The buses stop right in front of the building. As you exit with your luggage, turn left to find the bus stops. Again, there is no need to buy a ticket online in advance, as you can easily purchase it directly from the bus driver. To take the Malpensa Express train, you must take a covered walkway to the underground train station. Once there, you can follow the same instructions already given for Terminal 1 regarding ticket purchase and boarding. As this is a terminus station, there is very little possibility of making a mistake, as all trains are headed toward Milan. Your very next stop, by the way, will be Terminal 1. This terminal does not have a left luggage facility. Therefore, instead of taking a shuttle to Terminal 1 to leave luggage there, we highly recommend considering leaving it at a facility within the train stations in Milan. We have a separate video on this channel covering this topic titled, Where to Leave Luggage in Milan. For hotel accommodation, the MXP Airport Hotel is located close by. Before taking the covered walkway towards the train station, turn right, and the hotel will be visible. This hotel is part of the MXP chain, which provides airport accommodation across Italy. Let's cover moving between the two terminals. A free shuttle bus connects Terminal 1 and Terminal 2. The bus runs frequently, departing every 15 minutes during the day and about every 35 minutes during the night, for example between 1:30 a.m. and 4 a.m. The total journey time between the two terminals is quick, usually less than 15 minutes. These buses are almost always overcrowded, so get ready for a squeezy ride. The bus will stop some 5 times in between the terminals as it covers the various parking lots as well. At Terminal 1, the shuttle stop is located in front of the Sheraton Hotel, and at Terminal 2, it is found on the sidewalk across from the arrivals exit. Simply follow the signs for Terminal Shuttle or Navetta. You can, if you wish, use the train to transfer in between terminals. This is the same Malpensa Express line, but for this short trip, you cannot use the tap and go option. Instead, you must buy a separate ticket on the kiosks. The ticket is €2. While car rental facilities are available at both terminals, the facilities are not equal in size or selection. Car rental at Malpensa Airport is handled primarily through Terminal 1, where the majority of rental desks are concentrated, offering the widest range of vehicle choices. However, all key international companies also maintain service at Terminal 2. At Terminal 1, the rental desks for all major international companies such as Hertz, Avis, Europcar, and Sixt are conveniently located on level -1. This level is the same one that houses the Malpensa Express train station. If you are flying in or out of Terminal 2, many major rental companies still maintain desks directly inside the railway station adjacent to Terminal 2. To get there, you must take a short covered walk of approximately 200 meters. Follow the signs for the railway station, and you will find the rental car area. When heading back to Malpensa, you have 2 highly recommended options, both accessible via Milan's extensive metro network. We recommend using the Malpensa Express train from either Milano Cadorna, Milano Porta Garibaldi, or Milano Centrale Station, as all 3 have excellent metro connectivity. The ticket purchase process is the same as arriving at the airport. Either buy your tickets in advance on the Trenitalia official webpage, use the self-service kiosks at the stations, or simply use the convenient tap and go method with your contactless credit card at the gate. The train ticket is a consistent €15, regardless of your Milan departure station, and provides the fastest journey. Alternatively, the cheaper way to reach the airport is by taking a bus. Buses for Malpensa Airport are departing from the side of Milano Centrale Station. Please follow the signs, as the departure platforms for buses serving all 3 airports can be found on either the left or the right side of the main building when facing it. For Malpensa, the buses depart from the left side of the building. The ticket for the bus is €10 and is a great budget alternative to the €15 train.
And that completes our deep dive into Milan Malpensa. With this guide, you now have all the essential information to navigate both Terminal 1 and Terminal 2 smoothly, save money on transport, and stay safe from pickpockets. If you found this video helpful in planning your trip, please hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth airport and travel guides. To help you plan your visit, check out our video on Milan public transport and our complete guide to suggested one-day trips from Milan. And if you're hungry for art, be sure to watch our detailed analysis of Leonardo's Last Supper, Milan's great monuments, like the fantastic Duomo and the beautiful basilicas and museums.